呪術廻戦
All right, let's read chapter 104 of Jujutsu Kaisen Shibuya Jihen 22. Discovered today that apparently this thing is over 50 parts. So we're not even halfway through this story arc, for what that's worth. Itadori fighting Blood Dude, and Mekamaru sort of popped in at the very end of the last chapter. So let's just go. Doyojo Kyoda. What sort of condition is? So what's going on? What's the condition? Status. Mekamaru, omae imamare nande? So, Mekamaru, you up until now, what? Or, yeah. So Itadori had made a comment a few chapters or so ago about like he hadn't heard anything from Mekamaru in a while. And so suddenly here he is. So Itadori is kind of like, well, up until now, what have you been doing or whatever? Shou ene da. Shou eneda. It's energy conservation. Shou ene is short for shou energy, or minimal energy. Usually for like economizing or green ecological stuff. So this is Mekamaru in his hand, this device speaking. Ore ni wa mada yaru koto ga aru. As for to me, still doing things exist. So there's still things I have to do. And a quick reminder, you'll know it's Mekamaru because the final character of what he says is in katakana. ... Choso. Oh, Choso. That's the dude's name. Sekketsu Soujutsu ka? It's red blood manipulation technique? Shitte no ka? Familiar? Like, you know the guy? You're familiar with this? Kamo ga onaji jutsushiki o tsukao. Kamo, the same technique uses. So Kamo is one of the guys from the Kyoto school. We saw, I think, Kamo during the, what do you call it? The exchange meeting, the exchange fight competition. Kamo was the guy with the bow and arrow that Fushiguro was fighting against, I believe. Anyway, so Mekamaru is saying that, again, Kamo uses the same technique. Itome no Sanensei ka? So Itadori is asking that question. That third year Itome? Itome means like, literally it is thread eyes. So like squinty eye. Yeah, it is a kind of a vulgar term, as you might imagine. Tekoto wa? As for saying that, or as for saying that event, meaning like that means Jakuten wa shiranzo. As for the weak point, not familiar. I don't know what the weak point is. Okay, so Itadori was hoping that he'd know some sort of weak point, and the answer is he doesn't. Shiran. Now we get Mekamaru explaining something about this, and we see a flashback of, presumably, yeah, that's Kamo, I think. Anyway, and like a packet of blood. Sekketsu Soujutsu wa Kamo Kessouden no jutsushi no hitotsu toshite houhou sarete iru. Okay, so as for red blood manipulation technique, the like hereditary or generational Kamo family, it's one of the techniques. Choho sareteru, that is choho. A priceless treasure, valued highly. And solden is going to be like, again, this is going to be like generationally transmitted. What is that? Inheritance. That would be generational transmission. Anyway, so it's like one of the techniques that is, I guess, inherited in the Kamo family. And again, like, it's high value being done. It's highly valued. その理由は、近中円すべてに対応できるバランス力だ。As for that reason for it being valued highly, close, middle, and far, in all places, a response is possible, balanced power. So the reason it's valued is because it's a balanced power where the taio, dealing with, it's possible to deal with in like all areas, mid-range, far, near. Okay. 失血しない長宗に好きはない。Okay, so, and, as for gaps, for choso, not doing blood loss, as for gaps or weak points, they don't exist. So, or as for weak points for choso who will not do blood loss, they don't exist. The gaps. 有益な情報ど. Okay, so Itadori responds saying that was like valuable information. 有益? Beneficial. Yeah. Beneficial, profitable information. Oh, domo. So he's saying thank you for the precious or valuable information. Thank you. And on mo, he's like dodging. This is a beam from choso. King. Baga. B. そのままトイレに逃げ込め。Toilet. As it was in the toilet, ran away to the toilet. そのまま. Oh, that's Mekamaru saying that. And it's like an order. Like, run away to the bathroom as things were. Why sono mama there? Without a change, as it is, go to the bathroom. Run away to the bathroom. Okay. Za. He's like, huh? Yeah, sorewa. Well, as for that. This is Mekamaru. Jakuten wa shiran ga hitotsu idea ga aru. As for weak points, don't know, not familiar, but one idea exists. But I do have one idea. We see here choso with the little like orbitals, blood orbitals. Oh, sorry. Reposition here. Okay, again, this is Mekamaru speaking in the kind of jagged square boxes. Seiko ritsu wa 1割れtoko da. It's the point of being a 10% chance for the probability of success. As for the probability of success, 10%, that's sort of a place. すまんが失敗したら潔くしね. So sorry, but if do failure, then die. I think that's like isagioi. Die manly, die graciously, die gallantly. So basically, sorry, but if this doesn't work, then just die gallantly. Hideina, that's horrible. このままでも jirihin de korosareru. As things are now, even as things are now, something poor will be killed. Jirihin. Gradually becoming poor. Oh, a situation that is gradually getting worse and worse. So even as things are now, it's gradually getting worse and worse, and you're going to get killed. So 10% chance an idea works. So here we go. Going to the bathroom. Baka ga, idiot. そこにあるのはトイレとエレベーターのみ. As for the things existing in that place, it's the toilet and the elevators. So we get a little map just to verify for you. That would be elevator. Doko ni nigekomde mo fukuro no nezumi da. Okay, so to whatever place, even if run, it's a bag of rats. It's a bag of rats, which I assume is like fish in a barrel. Fukuro. Yeah. Fukuro no nezumi is a rat trapped in a bag. So basically, wherever you run, you're a rat trapped in a bag. And we get senke. Oh, that's his move. Senketsu. And, oh no! Go. Gago. Gong. Okay, some strange sounds. Kee! So here comes Chol, so air breaking in, just breaking in. Nanoto da. What? Sound of what? So what's that sound? Goku. Go. Baga. あいつは弟たちに勝ってるバカではあの二人には勝てん? Okay, so as for that guy, and the kanji there are itadori. So as for that guy, itadori, by my brothers, like winning, as for being an idiot, as for to those people winning. Wait, okay. As for that guy. Dewa. I guess like, as for being an idiot that could win against my two brothers, as for to those two people, Hatten. Oh, and as for those two people, my brothers, they didn't win. So he's just reiterating like, he won against my brothers and they didn't win. そして、突然現れたもう一つの声. And in addition, the like suddenly appearing more one voice, like there's another voice that appeared. Oh, Mekamaru. So he's squeezing something here. 何かあると考えるのが普通だ。油断するな. Something existing, am able to think, or am thinking something is existing, it's normal. So it's normal to be thinking that something is occurring, something is happening. And then he says, yudan suruna. Yudan is to be unprepared. And so na meaning don't do unpreparedness. So basically, I got to be ready. Don't be unprepared. Nanda? What is it? That is Mekamaru's voice. Go? Oh. Konai no ka. Don't come. Don't arrive. Don't come in. Goku? Goka? Konai no ka. Oh, I guess actually this is like, are you not coming? Like, are you not coming in? Yowamushi nanda na? Like, you're a coward, aren't you? A weak bug. Ototo to onaji de. Being the same as your younger brothers. Ouch. Okay. So Mekamaru is totally baiting him, right? Like basically you're a coward just like your younger brothers. Done. Korosu. I'll kill you. Hontoni sokkuri da. Truly the spitting image, meaning like you're just like them. Truly the spitting image you are. So he hears it coming from that direction, hence out there, sliding. Oh, okay. So he's ready to fire off a blood beam or something, but sees all of this. Mizu, water. Sannin tomo kyōdai omoide. Like 3 people, brotherly affection? No. Yeah. Recollections, reminiscence. Like again, like this is like sibling or brotherly recollections, reminiscence of 3 people. Atsukai yasui. Easy to manipulate, easy to treat, easy to handle. Okay. Oh, well, there goes the Mekamaru disc. Where was it? Oh, it was up there. Okay, so of course, zun. Koko made wa umaku ita na. So as for up until this point, skillfully gone, hasn't it? So it's gone skillfully up until this point, hasn't it? Presumably, right, we see the na here in katakana. So this is Mekamaru. I guess here's the broken Mekamaru disc. This is the broken Mekamaru disc thinking. Ato wa kakeda. As for the rest, as for the remainder, it's a gamble. Itadori Yuji. And he just says the name for Itadori Yuji. Boku. Or Bogu. So he gets a punch in. And then we get, I guess he hopped back. Plasha. Water everywhere. The water will dilute down the blood, right? Ima no ga saigo no chansu. I think this is still supposed to be Mekam. No, this is Choso. Now is the final chance. Now is the final chance. Or the thing now was your final chance, meaning like that attack you got. That was your final shot. The kanji there, it says chansu, but it's like opportunity. What would that be? Shoki? Maybe. Yeah. Shoki. Chance of winning. So that was your final chance of winning just now. Zannen datta na. Regrettable that was, wasn't it? So too bad. And he thinks, Nigeba ga nakunatta no wa omae no hou da. And again, so running away places, as for it not existing, it's your direction. It's your direction. And the omae, the you there is Itadori. So basically, you've got nowhere left to run. So the blood sphere starts to like do some weird stuff. And pasha, pasha, splash, splash. No, what? So they're doing something kind of strange there. Okay. Let's see. 赤血操術は術式効果を上がるため for the purposes of increasing the effectiveness of the technique of red blood manipulation technique. So as for red blood manipulation technique effectiveness in order to increase it, 常時血液の凝固反応をオフにしてる like at normal times? Joji? Yeah, usually or ordinarily, blood fluids, gyoko hano, something like hardening response. That must mean, what do you call it? Coagulation. Gyoko. Yeah. To the off is doing. So like, normally, usually, the blood fluids like coagulation response does towards the off for the purpose of increasing the effectiveness of the red blood manipulation technique. So you have to turn off the coagulation to keep it fluid and all that stuff. Normally, Joji. And I guess something is happening here, and it's whatever. Now he's saying or thinking, Byakuren ga toketa. The Byakuren, which was his one attack, it dissolved, it deactivated. Okay, it's lore time. Now we get the explanation of why Choso is in a bad spot, I guess. And we're going to get a close-up of red blood cells. そのため、長素の血液は他のものより水に溶けやすい。So, for that purpose, or for that reason, as for Choso's blood fluid, as for that, more than other people, in water is easy to dissolve. Okay, so previous page. Because he keeps the coagulation off to make it more effective, the result, sonotame, the result is that his blood dissolves in water more easily than other people. So we get some blood dissolving in water back there, I guess. Kuwaete, in addition, mizu ni sarasareta ketsueki no naka de wa. In addition, in water, sarasareta, exposed. As for inside the blood that was exposed in water, yeah. As for inside the blood liquid that was exposed to the water, in addition, shinto atsu ni yori, due to some sort of pressure, due to osmotic pressure, because of the water, 赤血球が膨れ、細胞膜が破れていく. Well, you can tell what this is. The red blood cells rupture. The red blood spheres, which is going to be red blood cells. 赤血球. Actually, it's just sec Q. Yeah. Sekkekyu, red blood cell. The red blood cells, fukure, which is going to be to like tear or expand, they swell. And the cell maku, that's the cell like membrane. Cyble maku. Yep. The cellular membrane goes and destroys. It ruptures. Okay. There we go. Oh, there's more. 血液の約45%を占める血球成分がコントロールできなくなり。Okay. The blood's approximately 45% shimeru. Is that to be comprising? Yeah, to comprise. Kekku seibun. The component. So I guess the red blood component comprising approximately 45% of the fluid. Control becomes not possible. Control becomes not possible for like 45% of the whatever. Okay. And we get a little chart here, just in case you were curious. Here we go. There's the yaku 45%, approximately 45% of the sekku seibun, the red blood portion, or the red cell, the blood cell portion. Then what do we get here? What's the other 55%? Kessho yaku 55%. So what is the kessho? Plasma. The plasma is 55%, approximately. And that leaves... come on. Focus. Oh, hakkekyu, white blood cells, and keshoban, some sort of blood small board plank. Blood small planks. We're learning all sorts of biology today. Keshoban. Oh, platelets. Okay, yeah. Which is presumably like less than 1%. Anyway, given all that, byakuren wa tokareta. As for byakuren, it was dissolved, was deactivated. Mekamaru no nerai wa tarashikatta. Mekamaru's aim or target, as for that, it was correct. Oh, you missed out on the Jenkins? That was today? Better luck next time. 今、この状況下において、調査は? Okay, right now, I guess like under these circumstances, under these conditions, おいて, oite here. Oh, like given that, I guess, at or on these, whatever. As for choso, like given these circumstances right now, 体外での血液操作が不可能となった. Outside the body, blood fluid manipulation or operation, as for that, outside the body, impossible, not possible became. So under these circumstances, it became impossible for Choso to manipulate blood outside the body. And there he is, looking kind of sad. And that feels like the end of the chapter. Maybe not. No. Sad. I wish it were. Zuzu. Okay, what do we got now? Sekirin Yakudo Sai. Okay, this is like red. This was scale, right? And what was Yakudo? We already saw this. Lively motion. Lively motion flowing red scale. And it's now Sai. Sai. What is this Sai? We've got this. Uh, uh, I guess this is this way? I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen this kanji to draw it properly. What is this? Oh, it's noru. So like, noru, to get on board. To get on board, to be placed on, to pile on, to be loaded on. All those sorts of meanings. Okay? Oh, this chapter is killing me. Sento keiken no asai choso wa, as for Choso, whose light on battle experience, jishin ni nani ga okotta no ka rikai shite inai. To oneself, what happened? Understanding, not doing. Okay. So as for Choso, who is light on like battle experience, like to himself, what had happened, not understanding. He didn't understand what had happened. Reisei ni genjitsu wo uketome, ketsueki sousa o tainai de kankatsu saseru. Coolly, like staying cool, and like in truth, or at the present reality, receiving the present reality in coolness, and I guess something was done of manipulation of the blood inside the body. Kanketsu. Conclusion, completion. Conclusion or completion was done inside the body of like blood fluid manipulation. Yeah, receiving the present truth in coolness. Okay, so he stayed cool, kept his calm, and I guess finished off by manipulating the blood inside his body. Since, right, this statement said couldn't do it outside the body, Haigai. So instead, he's doing Tainai inside the body. Rikutsu wa wakarane. Okay, as for the logic, don't understand. This is Itarori. Yeah, as for the reason, as for the motive, pretext, don't understand, you know? Sounan kiku yoyu nakatta kara na. That's sort of a listening to reasons or whatever, not becoming, because. So like, no reason, no time to ask for why. Daga, however, kore dake wa wakaru. However, as for just this thing, understand. But I do know this one thing. Well, boku no chihyo ni? Anyway, naguri ai. This is like punching each other. Okay, what is this supposed to be? This is like the hand-to-hand combat. We saw this in the last chapter, maybe 2 chapters ago. Naguri ai means, again, like literally punching each other. But hand-to-hand combat, fist-to-fist fighting. But the kanji is like my ground. You're on my ground. Mochikonda. Yeah, you're holding like in my ground or something. Mochikonda. Let's look up that second kanji here. Oops. Ooh, this is awful. There it is. Dohyo, arena. Yeah. So in my arena, you're like standing. You're standing in my arena. Mochi komu. Yeah, lodging in. You're lodging in my arena. You're on my turf now. Yeah, that's what the English went with. Jari. Zari.
Oh, ha, 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 ha.
Oh, they're still going. Look at this. Sa. Oh, okay. Hold on. This is sort of like a whole two-pager thing. So the top here is all one thing. So we get them going on here, right? And then they're doing things. Ga. Gun. Go. Papa. Go. Okay. Let's zoom in a little bit so we can see the art better. Here we go. Flooded bathroom. I'm sure this looks spectacular being animated. There they are. Facing off. Starting to fight. Punching. Lots of moves. Still going. How long is this chapter? Boon. Okay, boon is normally like a miss. Paki. That is not a miss. Kateru. Winning. Shōri o kakushin shita toki. Okay, so that's Itadori thinking this. And then this is like victory. The time of being confident in victory. Kakushin. Yeah. Like at the time or at the point of having done confidence in winning. This is the narrator now talking though, right? Mizu ni sarasanu yo, in the manner of not being, what was sarasao? To be like absorbed or taken in. In the manner of not being exposed to water. In the manner of not being exposed to water. And mizu ni toketasanu yo, in the manner of not being dissolved, starting to dissolve in water. Genkai made gyo koatsu shuku shi, until the limit of the coagulation compression, doing compression of the coagulation to its like limit. Juryoko de kyoka shita chi no katamari ga, with cursed energy, reinforcement or strengthening being done, blood katamari, a chunk of blood. Itadori Yuji no kanzo o tsuranuita. This is the liver, kanzo. Tsuranuku. Oh, to pierce, to penetrate. So, yeah, pierced or penetrated Itadori's liver. Doing this. So that was Choso doing that. Okay. Yeah, so like at the time of being confident of victory, then that happened. And that's the end. That's the end of the chapter. If you want to read up on this guy, and I guess the Saidoteru no Ken. I guess it's a little bit of information about the sword. Saidoteru, side tail. There you go. Read up. That is the end of 104. Next time, we will continue here with chapter 105, and we'll see what happens maybe with this story next time.